Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today. Today's topic I want to talk to you about acculturation. Acculturation is something that we really don't pay attention to because it kind of sneaks up on us because the other person gradually tries to bring us to their side. And that's where we are today, and I want to discuss that with you because a lot of you acculturate to the other culture. That other culture never acculturate to your side. Acculturation means cultural modification of an individual, group, or people by adapting to or borrowing traits from another culture. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to adapt to a culture that's failing. And that's the purpose of me wanting to discuss this topic today. A lot of people don't like me saying this, but I'm going to say it. And I'm going to show you something here in a second. You often see Filipinas, one girl taking care of the rest of the family. And I think I discussed that in another video. They want you to take on their culture so you can support their family. But look at what happens. That way of doing things fails. No one ever gets out of poverty. So the cycle feeds itself. One person takes care of the rest of the family, the brothers, sisters, cousins. If the girls have kids, the one person that works takes care of the sister's kids, takes care of the niece and the nephew. Then she got the parents, the other siblings just walk around all day doing anything. And then when she come and meet you, she want you to get on the bandwagon and join her in supporting all these people that choose to do nothing. I don't like that acculturation. It's a failing system. Let's take a look at this.
Huge issue of financial security among families in the Philippines. Hi, I'm David DeMuzio, and today I'm going to tell you why Filipinos don't get rich. There's a huge issue of financial security among families in the Philippines. And hopefully in this video, I'm going to be able to help you so that you and your family do have more financial security, because I think most of the problem is a cultural problem. The first time I noticed this financial cultural issue in the Philippines was when I was on a date. I was on a date with this beautiful girl who had an awesome job as a nurse, and she was getting paid quite well for Filipino standards. She was smart. We got to talking about money during the date, and she said she didn't have any money. And I was really shocked because I knew that she had a good paying job and she was a smart girl, so she told me why she didn't have any money. It was because she was paying for her sister and her sister's child. So most of the money that she made was going to her family. Most of them didn't have jobs. Then I started seeing this come up more and more. In almost every Filipino family that I would meet, someone, the successful one, who was making money would be paying for the majority of the other people in a family, or sometimes a couple of people that paid for the rest of the family. And all this was doing was dragging down generation after generation and keeping everybody poor. But I believe in giving people opportunities, not in giving them money or giving them things. If you give somebody something, they will not appreciate it. They will not. If you give me something, I won't appreciate it. I guarantee, unless you've worked for something, you will never appreciate it as much. This is a cliche, but it's true. The old saying that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach him to fish, he'll eat for his life. This also applies to family. If you give your family a fish, they're going to eat for a day. But if you don't give your family a fish, they're going to go fishing themselves.
So as you can see, this contributes to why they will never get rich. Because one person pulls, the rest of the family pulls down that one person. No matter how much that person make, they want to go and feed the rest of the family. Now I can understand you want to help your family. But sometimes helping becomes enabling. Why should they try to do something if they got somebody else carrying the bandwagon? So then they come and get with you. You done worked hard all your life. You're probably getting close to retirement, and they expect for you to come into that picture to start contributing to something that you never created. You never created a losing situation. What you've done is you went to work all your life. You tried to plan for your retirement. You've worked hard. And now they expect for you to take whatever money you have and dump it in the laps of their family. I don't want to acculturate to that. That's a losing proposition. And if you got some money like that to waste, I got a bridge I can sell you. Because I'm not throwing away my money like that. I've worked hard over the years to go and take what I've earned, whether it's small or large, it doesn't matter. It's mine. And take it and give it to someone who's just going to sit around all day. And to add insult to injury, don't even appreciate it. They look at it as though they're entitled for you to give them that. And the moment you say, okay, I've had enough, I can't or won't give you any more, they get pissy. But what they will not try to understand, and this is what I see from a lot of guys, especially the passport bros, they want to go over there and try to educate them. You can't. That's their culture. They don't want to acculturate to your culture. They want you to acculturate to their culture. See, if they'll acculturate to yours, that means they'll cut their family off, or at least set a limit on how much they will give, and then that's enough. Say, okay, I give you X amount per month, but that's all I can give. And they take the rest and they live on that for themselves. To me, that's reasonable. But to just take everything you got, and this is what they do. They get their salary, they take it all and give it away. I've known so many girls to go abroad to those foreign countries, as they say, I want to be an OFW, is how they say it. I want to go overseas and work. I make big salary. What's the point in making a big salary if you don't know what to do with it? The second thing is they want to make big salary, but they have no formal training or education to make big salary. You only get out of the economy what you're able to put in. A doctor makes what he makes because he makes sacrifices for 12 years. A brain surgeon makes what he makes because he is almost damn near irreplaceable. But if you only barely got through high school, how can you expect to make a big salary? You can't. There's a limit, and the ceiling ain't even glass. There's a limit. So here's the thing. Do you want to acculturate to their side and it's a losing proposition? Because you're not going to convince them to come to your side. Their culture won't allow them to do that because they're thinking the way you do things is selfish. If you try to explain to them, hey, why don't you do it this way? They're going to call you selfish. They're going to say you're mean and rude. They're going to say, oh, I can't do that. They need me. They don't need them. They're enabling their family to continue. But if they would go and better themselves and maybe have some investments, some businesses, then they can employ their family, give them a job. That's helping them. You see, and I'm not going to make this too long, but you have to understand and think about this. I'm sure a lot of you have heard, you can take a boy out the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. So I've had so many guys to say, well, if I take her from over there and bring her with me, she'll change. No, you're taking her out of the country, but you're not going to take the country out of her. She's still, whatever she make in the States, and I've seen that happen. Filipinos come to the United States, they get to a point to where they can work, and everything they make goes back to the Philippines. And the guy that they married and live into, he ends up supporting her. She contributes nothing to the household. And once she gets to the point that she don't need him, She dumps him because now she's going to move all her family over here with her, and they all going to work together. And you're going to be the mailman standing on the corner with no mail. Okay? And that's no joke. So please think about the acculturation thing. They want you to acculturate to their side. They don't want to acculturate to your side. And you're not going to sit here and try to educate them that they're wrong. They don't want to hear that. That's not right. You're the one that's wrong in their eyes. Okay? All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hope to see you in the next video. Please check out the information in the description field. That'll help support the channel so I can bring you more interesting information. All right? Take care, peace, and love.